Hello everyone, I am PyroFalkon and this is Exogate Initiative. It's an early access base builder for science rather than world domination, for now. So our alpha team lead, Pierre, is in the middle of writing a patent that will get us $5,000 every month in-game. That'll hit our last little objective we need to do. Oh, here he comes. He just had to go rest for a minute, but I'm sure it won't take him very long to finish up what he's got going here. There we go. Our finances are proceeding adequately, but that could disappear quickly with a well-aimed lawsuit. Far be it from us to tell you how to run the initiative, but our risk assessment shows we are lacking in the health and safety department. You might also consider recruiting a soldier or two as well to help our investors feel more secure. Put it on your radar. Okay. Well, you know us humans. Once we get done studying something, we want to shoot it. So let's do a recruitment campaign for... Never mind, soldiers are blacked out. I must need something for that. Let's poke around a little bit. Ensure gators are happy and healthy. First, research Medbay. Okay, that's over here. And Medbay is here. And that's 100 science points. And it has to be fully researched before we can do anything with it, so... Wait, am I wasting points doing that? No, they are refunded to me. Okay, good. Alright, so you guys can study how to do Medbay. Thank you, Matthias. Meanwhile, build a Medbay 30 blocks, build a Medabad. Okay, so there's nothing I can really do until this is done. There we go. Medbay is researched with no fanfare. It's very strange to me that there's no fanfare when you finish researching at least big things like that. There was a little click, but that was it. Let's set up the medical bay next to the mess hall because nothing helps you digest a meal faster than hearing people screaming in pain. So let's build, it says a minimum of 30 blocks, so we'll do 6x5. Well, 6x6. I always go bigger than... Whenever there's a tutorial that's like, make it this size, I always try to make it a little bigger than that. This also tells me that that's how I can research soldiers eventually. Probably the training room or something. But we'll get there eventually. I'm playing the story mode, and there is a free-form sandboxy mode. I don't know really what the difference is, but certainly for... not having played this before, I figured I'd stick with the hand-holdy mode for now. Two of my scientists are just hanging out in the room. Don't you guys want to go literally anywhere else other than what will become the hospital? Alright, now we need a med bed, a diagnostic pod, and a physical treatment dispenser. So here's the medabed. I'm gonna actually build 2 of them. And then, what else do I need? A diagnostic pod and a physical treatment dispenser. And with that done, we need to hire a medic. We're going to stick with being cheap because I know how my boss would feel about me trying to spend too much money for this. There we go. 10 days, only $2,000 for the campaign budget, $3,000 for the max monthly wage. So they're technically a doctor, but they just might do a few experiments with putting certain tendons in certain places just to see what happens. It looks like when they order food, they frisbee it from their... Yeah, she just frisbeed it from the refrigerator, vending machine, whatever, to the table. Some good accuracy. 2 medics have been drawn to our offer. Chloe, Robert, and Shen Gao? Which one of you's cheaper? You're both cheap. We'll take Chloe because she has more logic. She doesn't have as much knowledge, so... Like I said, she still may hook up your tendons weird, but, you know, at least she's trying her best, and there's some logic to it. Improve mission safety. Research training room. Hire a soldier. As I thought. So we'll head to the tech tree. Training room. 100 science points. Only $500. Shouldn't take too long. Especially with the time skip. Some of the scientists' needs are a little hard to discern. Chloe now wants to sleep, I assume. Oh yeah, we never got her a bed. I'm sorry, Chloe, I forgot. Let me expand the room here. The who's it? What is this? The barracks. That's what I'm looking for. That's the word. Let's expand the barracks for Chloe. But she had another symbol. Yeah, there it is. The little door icon. I'm not quite sure what the... Well, now it's a bed again. Oh, it can... I guess it might show up here. Now she just needs a bed. Ah, it needs a locker. Okay. Cool. Well, at least I can pull that up. The tutorial wasn't fully clear on that part. Research is done, and I barely noticed because, again, there's no fanfare, but I've thought ahead, and now we have a bed for our future soldier. New recruitment campaign, soldier. Again, we're going to go cheap. There we go. We just need one. There we go. And meanwhile, I need to build us a training room. I'm curious if the base will get any bigger. I know I'm building fairly inefficiently, but given how many room types there are, it seems like we've got plenty of room for everything. I'll have to adjust sizes and such as we go, just in case there's a better way to balance all of the real estate we have. But that's future Pyro's problem. Our scientists just can't help but check out new rooms, even if there's nothing in there. We need to get that recreation room so they have somewhere to go and hang out rather than just going into new spaces. So we've got a shooting range and a bench press. Alright, sounds good. I've played enough Evil Genius to know how to handle this. More guns? Fewer problems. I almost said more problems. Certainly not. Guns solve everything. We have two possible soldiers, Valerie Bernard and Basil Smith. They have identical stats and are demanding identical amounts of money. But I think we already have a... Oh yeah, Pierre's a Frenchman. So is Chloe. So we have enough French people at the moment. Let's have a little bit of balance. We'll bring in Basil Smith, who can operate with us. And do I have to give him a specific team? Launch a mission with a soldier on a team. Ah, I see. So I think it's Bravo's turn. So we'll add... Let's see if I can add him to Team Bravo. No, each team can only have 3 people attached. Okay, well, let's drop Lee because... I don't want to drop the team lead. And yeah, I don't want to drop the team lead, and Aruna needs more experience points. So we'll drop Lee, and Basil, you are now on Bravo team. Or it'll probably be a way, I bet, to expand your team member count or something. Alright, so Bravo team, we're going to disconnect from here. We're going to go to JW314. Create a mission. Bravo team, go. Come back soon with promising results, please. You know, I know the way tutorials are, and I'm wondering if Basil is being set up to fail in order to teach me how to recover my people from injuries. I'm uneasy seeing soldiers with scientists, but I suppose the committee have a point. Not everything nor everyone we meet out there will be friendly. Good job with the self-care, too. Can't have gators getting God knows what on their faces without a med bay. It has been unanimously decided that we cannot simply survey a planet and move on, not when there are countless riches left behind. We urge you to launch new operations and send scientific expeditions back to these worlds. Leave no stone unturned, Exo, and in turn you'll find that your finances flow much more freely. In the name of science, of course. Yeah, of course. So we do need to research ops. So for that, I'm going to need 300 science points, which means we're going to be doing a lot of research for the moment. I'm sure someone will be mad at me that I just realized these are the Greek letters for the badges. So this shouldn't be Team Bravo, it should be Team Beta. But I don't care, it's my freaking game. Alright, so 2 biosamples, no injuries across the board, so I guess it worked out. We've got a few more science points. I'm going to need to start claiming some of these planets, because now I believe we've explored all 6. Oh no, there is still one that we haven't checked yet. Alright, let's connect to that one. I'll disconnect from this one, and we'll send a Team Alpha to this one to hopefully get more stuff. Meanwhile, I'm still just being yelled at to build that operations room, so we're just going to keep doing some missions for a while until I can build up enough science points. Still no injuries, but we've got 3 biosamples. The teams are doing really well. 119 science points. So you seem to get science points just from coming back from a mission, but then you get additional ones as the biosamples are researched. Looks like Aruna Patel is getting on that. So while they're working on that, we can start planning out our next moves. So we're going to disconnect here. Let's take a look. Unusual destination. Some destinations have unusual events that your teams will encounter, but they grant much more XP than other destinations. Alright, that sounds good. So we'll connect to FB094, and then we'll claim it. Claim cost 90. Where is... Oh, my influence cost is up here. 829. Got it. Spend 90 influence to claim this sector and increase the size of your territory. Yes. There we go. So now we have a second planet. So now let's keep going. We'll bridge over here to RN577. That planet just looks radioactive, but anyway, we're going to stick with RN577 first. Can I rename any of these planets? Doesn't seem like I can. Alright, let's create a mission. Medium difficulty. Huh, interesting. Alright, Team Bravo. 2% injury chance. So it probably won't be a problem. Let's see. So mission difficulty increased it by 27%, but our soldiers decreased it by 26%. Probably the 2% is rounding. So it'll be fine. 2%. Whoever missed a 2% proc ever in their life? I sure haven't, I'm going to keep saying. Because it's not like there's video evidence proving otherwise. Oh, communication from Team Bravo. Come in, Exo. We've made quite the discovery. Go ahead, Bravo. It's a forest, but instead of leaves, there's yellow lighting moving between each tree. The air is alive with electricity. That seems dangerous. How? 60% chance? They look extremely similar to synaptic nerve endings, which means, well, the possibilities are endless. We're going to take a closer look. Everyone gained experience points for that, check pass. Excellent. Alright, be careful. Roger, Exo. Setting out now. Give us a few minutes. Wait. Okay. We're next to the lightning forest now. It's spectacular. Not to mention the crackling noise. 60% chance. Usually in RPGs, I always prefer a 70% chance before I take any action, but no guts, no glory, right? Can we learn anything else about its origin? Up close, they look less like trees and more like bugs? Wait, limbs? I must need more coffee. Sorry. It's suddenly a little unnerving. Wants to grab a photo with the spectrograph. Early access games. Yeah, go ahead. Set up to take a picture. Roger, Exo. Speak soon. Sweet. Well, that worked out. Absolutely no problems. Look, sometimes you have to break a few eggs or scientist skulls in order to gain more understanding. So we're going to take some risks here. How else am I going to get paid? What do you want, Bravo? Hello, Exo. We're ready to take the photo. Lights, camera, action. Here we go. What happened? The forest exploded into light just as was taking the shot. We've lost the spectrograph. But these readings, they're unlike anything I've ever seen. Is alright? Is blank alright? I'm fine, Exo, says blank. I'm sure that'll be patched soon. I didn't get the shot, and I'll be seeing flashes in my eyes for a week, but these readings more than make up for it. Good to hear. Continue on mission, team. Now what? Continue exploration. Okay, and they're already coming back in a day, so they'll be alright. It seems is going to need a little trip to the med bay, but they'll be fine, probably, maybe, if they even exist. Overall, I've been playing the game only about an hour? About an hour 15. I'm really liking this. It is a different spin on the base building genre. Not a huge difference, but I really like this whole concept of sending people out on missions. It's just a general gameplay mechanic I've always liked in games. Even, say, Metal Gear Solid 5, when you're sending your soldiers out to gather materials for you. I don't know why I like that kind of indirect control, but in games I always have. And any game that makes use of that as a mechanic is one that I'm always interested in. So this has the base building of some of my favorite games like Evil Genius, and the mission system sort of... I mean, Evil Genius also did that, but there were other gameplay reasons for it. In Evil Genius, missions were sort of the means to an end, whether it was getting money, passing a quest, or getting a soldier type, something like that. Whereas in this game, sending them on missions is not the means to an end. That is the end. That is the core part of the gameplay loop. That is what you are doing as a scientist. I like it. I like how this game is so far. I'm messing around in the tech tree so I can upgrade certain furniture pieces also for science points for advantages as well. So it looks like we've got everything from the mess hall, for example. We were lacking some in the training room. The med bay needs 1. Intensive care provides a quick and automated way of treating physical conditions. Nothing we can afford now, and I want to stick with trying to save up for the operations center. But this is... and this lists our patents. Interesting. Yeah, they do have diminishing returns. The interface is really clean here. There's a little bit going on, and the tutorial isn't great about explaining what everything does, at least not so far. But maybe that'll improve since the game is in early access. Oh, and there we go. That's 300 science points. So let's buy our operations room. Or start it, I guess. Forgot. My scientists will actually have to work on it. Get to work, you jerks! Everything is automated in the game, including ordering supplies. As you can see here, the meal dispenser is out, and so an order is in progress. That's an interesting mechanic as well. I like that because it's less to think about, but given how long this is taking to execute, it's good to plan ahead and have backups. So we have the 1 meal dispenser as a backup, but I don't think that's enough. Oh yeah, she just took the last meal. So Pierre's going to just be sitting here hungry for a while. I better make a third one. It seems each one of these can handle about 4 people. And now we've got, what, 9? We have 8. So, yeah, having one more backup is probably right. Oh, and we are out of power. Got it. I understand what to do when the lights go off. Don't worry, everybody. There we go. That took a minute, but at least we've got our tech done. Let's build the operations room right next to the gate. That seems logical. Once again, we'll make it 6 by 6 until I have a reason for it not to be. There we go. Nice sizable room. Let's flag the whole thing as our operations center. Okay, with that done, we need that 500 power? Good God. Okay. Looks like we're expanding our power room a bit. It seems like my robots can still access the... Let's do it that way. It seems they can access the ones in the back. Yeah, see, he's repairing this one. So this design is probably fine. Let's do another 6 by 6 section, and we'll mimic this design a couple times. There are many lessons I learned from all of my times I've played Evil Genius, and one of those lessons is you can never have too much power. And I noticed that the damage that the power generators take, this green bar, is a little faster than most of the other objects in the game. So We may also need to get some more robots. It looked like I can have up to 6. I'm going to go ahead and stick with 4 for now, but if they're constantly running in here to try to keep the power plants working, then I may have to think about that later. Not to spoil too much ahead, I also saw on the Steam reviews some references to bug invasions, like maybe you piss off alien species and they come to destroy your base. If that's true, I probably shouldn't put all of my power things, power buildings, power furniture in the same room. Redundancy is good for safety. But for now, I'm going to risk it by doing this. Because we haven't encountered any bugs yet, and maybe this will make for a good choke point to fight back to them. I don't know. Fast forward to 20 episodes deep in here, and I realized that this was a horrible, horrible mistake. But, you know, as I've said about a few things, that's future Pyro's problem. Yeah, the scientists are gathering here again. It seems like they're just really interested in seeing new rooms and buildings being made, I guess. I don't know. It's fine if it makes them happy. I mean, it's not like they're in our way and they're not breaking anything, so if they want to gather in the power room and get radiated from all the nuclear power generators here, that's kind of their problem. The one map here has a fairly specific footprint. So I'm going to do a tweak to the room to make it look more interesting. Plus I can square up the room as well. And that way I can save a little bit of real estate. When I play base builders, I like leaving the camera in one spot, if I can help it. And this looks pretty good. I get to see the lab, the operations panel, and the gate all in one screenshot. So this is probably going to work out. Alright, expedition mapper. Launch a scientific expedition. Okay, assign planet. Where's the one that had high scientific potential? This one. I mean, I saw this one also, but this one... Oh no, they're about the same energy. Okay, well, alright, let's go with green then. We'll connect to this one. The sector must be claimed first. Okay, we'll claim it. And then set up scientific expedition. I guess let's stick with Bravo team for now. I should probably get some more scientists, but it's fine. Bravo team, it's all yours. How long will the team rest in the base between missions? 4 days. That's enough rest. Go. I don't have time for you looky-loos to sit around doing nothing. Is there no one who's assigned to this? I guess not. This is just operating. Maybe the team will check in with it. Let's see. Nope, they're going right to the gate. Okay, that's fine. I'm going to go ahead and assume 4 days rest is enough to keep them going. We'll see how it goes. Hey, they have Basil. He's a soldier. He can protect them. Maybe. Oh... I just saw an interface issue. Look at this. I've got 1,014 out of 5,000 something. I know that's 5,000 even, but the developers may want to shrink the font here, or maybe adjust the UI element, because now I can't see the rest of the number. Anyway. You know what would further scientific progress faster than studying mere plant samples? Specimens taken from live animals. Imagine the new theories your scientists could devise, or write even more profitable patents. And no, we don't care how cute the alien critters are. Alright, it's all for money. Alright, so I'm gonna try to hire another scientist group for these kinds of missions. So $4,000 max monthly wage, 10 days, oh god, fine, $5,000 max monthly wage. This team will be pure scientists. They'll just So, like, I would say Alpha and Bravo can be the first line, and then our third team, whoever they will be, I guess I only need 2, because I already have Lee. Yeah, tell you what, Lee, you get to head up a new team. Let me create a new one real quick. Okay, you are now in charge of Team Give Me Money, and the 2 scientists that we are going to hire after you can take over. And then you will be the repeating mission team. Alpha and Bravo can just stick with taking the first step onto a new planet. Okay, Team Bravo is back. They've got 2 biosamples, but no specimens. Okay, now how do I cancel their mission? So, unassigned scientific team. Perfect. Assigned scientific team, give me money. The team requires 3 gators. Okay, so, I mean, that's fine. We'll just hold any progress for the moment because our recruitment campaign is almost over. See, 4 days before the recruitment campaign is over. I mean, if I hadn't unassigned Bravo from it, they would have taken that long to rest anyway, so this kind of works out. But it looks like I'm going to have to finish that up in the next episode because I'm out of time for this one. So in the next one, we'll finish recruiting for Give Me Money, and then they will give me money, or they better, or I'm going to throw them out of the airlock. And we're even still on Earth. I will create an airlock just to throw them out of it. Thank you all very much for watching. I will see you again tomorrow for another episode.